This is a little bit tricky, but anyway, I'll just throw it by you. Okay, great. So, I like your structure, Ellen. I think that's a good spot. I like what you said about expanding the market that our client is offering. So, our client would actually like us to estimate the market size of this. So, our client is a contractor thinking about expanding their services. They work in the Colorado market, population 5 million people, and they want to understand how big the home inspection market is. So in Colorado, home inspections are performed whenever a house is sold to a new owner. Our client is a residential home contractor, and so they would do this for single and multi-family homes. So this is not for apartments or condos or anything like that. So they would like to know how many technicians they would need if they plan to capture 10% of the market. So first, how big is the market? And then how many technicians will they need?
Got it. So our client is a contractor that doing the home inspection, and they want to know how large is the market in Colorado, and which they have 5 million population, and also they want to understand how many technicians they need.
Yes.
So we want to know the market sizing of the Colorado and also how many technicians they need.
Mm-hmm.
So for the Colorado market size, they want to get the annual dollar revenue, right?
Yeah, good question. So they are looking to estimate the market size in dollars. So yeah, I guess this would be
Here.
yeah, per year. You're right. Per year.
Uh, great. Uh,
So yeah,
can I have you
yeah,
structure my
let's just
thought?
make sure. Yeah, we'll do this. It's two market questions. So we'll do
Yeah,
one at a time, right? So yeah.
great. So yeah, can I have a moment to structure my thought about
Yeah,
the
yeah,
market
go
size?
ahead.
So great. By calculating the market sizing of the home inspection market in Colorado, so first we got the whole population, which is 5 million, and then we need to estimate. We need to estimate how many households are out there. So my and then I we need to calculate what the percentage of the household will buy or sell a single and or multi-family home. And then we need to calculate how much they're gonna spend on that inspection. So first, we already know the population is 5 million. So my estimation for the household, maybe three per person for the households. For some have like a big family, some maybe just one or two people. So let's take the average, which is 3 person, and then we could get a 1.7 million household in the Colorado. And suppose, so for the percentage that will buy or sell home, especially for the single and multi-family home, um, I so my estimation would be um so for the overall market, housing market, maybe 50% will get single or multifamily, and 50% will get apartment complex. And suppose, and they will, I mean, they cannot buy home every single year. So suppose that they change home on a 10-year scale. So which means only 1/10 of them will do will buy and sell single or multifamily. So which means we got around 0.9 million people will buy or sell will are the one will buy or sell single and multifamily, and they change home on a 10-year scale. So which means we got we got 90K household that will do transaction per year, right? And for and given that, so quick question. So for the seller and buyer, so for per one transaction, do they need two inspection or just one inspection?
No, just one inspection for a home that is, that was just
In the
transacted.
transaction.
Yeah, so there's one inspection, but of course, like, how long and how much that would be charged, right? So yeah.
Great. So my estimation is there will be a 90K household will request a home inspection per year. Does it sound reasonable to you?
Yeah, we can go with that.
So do you know how much they plan to they usually gonna spend on the home inspection?
So that would just be it would just be the one home inspection with the transaction. So this is for for a new mortgage being signed or for a house being. So I like your number of homes inspected that would need to be inspected, but you could just assume that it would be once for the time that the house changes hands, changes
Yes.
owners.
Then how much money they usually they spend on the home inspection? Do we have such information?
Yeah, you can say that the home is inspected once for say 6 hours, and the tradesmen the tradesmen are hired for $100 per hour. It's quite high. Tradesmen, they make a lot of good money.
So how many treatment we need for one inspection? Just one?
Um, right. We'll get into that. Right. We'll get into that. But
Great.
yeah.
Yeah. So um
But yeah, so yeah, that $100 per hour, that would just be the rate per hour, just the total rate per hour.
great. Yeah. Which means usually it takes 6 hours to do inspection. So which means it usually takes $600 for one home inspection, and for one inspection, and given that we have 90K household that need inspection, so which means we have 54 54 million um for the house inspection uh market for
Yeah,
1 year.
that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad.
Great. So if we want to catch up like 10% of the markets,
Mhm.
like the next question is how many technician we need if we want to catch up the 10% of the markets, right?
Mhm.
So can I take a moment to structure my
Yeah,
thoughts?
yeah. Please go ahead.
So for the to calculate the number that we need, the technician number we need. So given that we want to, so for 10% of the market, which is 9,000 household, we want to serve 9,000 household within 1 year. And so, which means if we want to divide that in the week, so we only, quick question, so do we serve them like so 36 5 days, or do we only serve them in the working days, average business days?
Right. So yeah, the tradesmen they operate pretty much on a need basis, so they don't really work a Monday through Friday thing. So yeah, you could look at how much and how many inspections a tech would do per year. So
They also work during the weekend, right?
yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, excuse me. So a typical work year is 250 days.
200, so they don't working during the weekend, 250 days, and therefore on average, so we need to serve 36 household per day.
Oh, okay. We'll check out 36 households a day, right? Okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Please. I don't mean to interrupt. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to serve 36 household per day. And given that we so for one inspection, it's gonna take 6 hours. And do we have the estimation how long we will work during the working days? Do we work 12 hours or 9 hours?
Yeah. So 6 hours per inspection, you get one per day. Just one. Yeah. The 6 hours is a full day for the tradesman.
Oh, it's gonna take the full day to do that.
Yeah.
So if we want to, so therefore it means if we want to serve 36 household per day, do we know how many technician will be needed for one home inspection during these 6 hours? Do we need just one or maybe two?
Yeah, it would just be one.
That would be just one. So which means, so if we want to serve 36 household in 1 day, so we need 36, at least 36 technician to deliver the job.
Great. All right, absolutely. Yeah, great. We'll just end there. Yeah, great job, Ellen. That was actually really awesome. Really, really awesome. What did you think? Oh, by the way, let me just give you the number before we go. So you gotten 54 million
Yeah,
for the first question. The answer the number that they estimated was 96 million. So you're about 50, but by magnitude, right? You're not like 10x over. You know? So frankly, yeah, you pretty much were on it, and your approach was on it too. And then for the, because their figure was 96 million, they had gotten 64 texts. So this is just a complete blanket like estimation. But you were within the magnitude. You were like 10x
I
off.
see.
So yeah, great job. Really great job. Your approach was just about on it too. You had taken they had gone with three per house. They had gone for 2.5, and then ultimately you got 90,000, but they went with 160,000. That's where they had deviated. Let me zoom in. But yeah, overall, like what mattered was your approach, and your approach was right on it. So have you been practicing? That was awesome. Yeah, that was great.
Really? Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I have not. It's just it's, I mean, for this case, I think it's not that complicated because we do that in a linear way. So we just do
Mhm.
uh from population we got household, from household we got percentage that will do transaction. And yeah, so that's kind of a linear problems. But for some market sizing problems, um I don't know. You need a complicated way to do the customer segment or product segment,
Mhm.
and yeah, that is the part that I'm not quite good at.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally hear you. Whether it's splitting by here example, here's
Yeah. That's
yeah, like
yeah.
splitting by incomes or I don't know. Yeah, splitting by I don't know, geography.
Wow, there are so many good practice. I never
Yeah. The
opened the
MCO
file
module is
before.
great. They all these here's I should go the other way. Yeah, here's populations, ages. And so I just wanted to throw a pretty straightforward one by you, just you know what I mean? Just to like see you see what I mean? So I'm not so I don't like break you. It's like I want to like build your confidence a bit.
Thank
But yeah,
you. Thank
you
you.
did
Yeah.
really great. Yeah, so here we are. I mean, what's another good one? Yeah, the frequent eaters, infrequent, rare eaters. So
So
yeah,
that
I
is
think
that's the exercise number 12, right?
yeah, we did exercise number 12. Yeah, Colorado home inspections. So this
Got it.
one was yeah, this one. So just a couple things. First, what would have been good was once you came with your approach, I think it would have been like, hey, what do you think of that approach, Mr. Interviewer? I was like, oh yeah, I think that's a good approach. And then the other one would be to say, we are going to do we're gonna do oh shit we're gonna do top down or bottom up, like really specifically saying we're doing top down or bottom up, but you end up doing top down. That was the great but yeah, those would be the only two feedbacks I would give. And again, like the goal like the goal is to get for one the reality check kind of thing is just if you're just within 10x, you know what I mean. I think that's totally fine. You see like between like their estimation and or as long as you're within 10x, I think that's completely fine. Well, I guess perhaps if like the estimation is like a $10 million market and you get like 96 million, it's like okay, maybe 10x is quite a little bit too generous, but but I think yeah. But yeah, I think you were on it. So yeah, I think you did great. This one was like a pretty not so. I think I think you know what I mean. But I think you did a great job. And again, I remember what I was gonna say. This is just about like your problem solving, what you would how you would approach I mean, what in like actually in the job, it would be like a back of a napkin, kind of like a back of a napkin kind of calculation, just to like throw to your client or whatever. But yeah, pretty much it is just like just how you would break down the problem. So I think you did
Great.
good. Yeah.
Then yeah, we have very good practice today. Thank you so
Cool.
much, Stephen,
Yeah, you're
and
welcome.
doing this not so complicated case to boost my confidence. Thank you.
Yeah, but you still know this is still right. This is still very helpful. I mean, just going over your approach and yeah.
Yes,
So
definitely.
cool.
Yeah, and by the way, I will send you the link of Google meeting, and so then there you can get a look at how the Google meeting works.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll try and update the calendar invite. Well, because I can add a Google Meet to our conference. So I'm just gonna delete I'll just add a Google Meet. Okay. Yeah. So here, let me deleted Zoom. I could just share my screen for what I'm doing. Um yeah, so I
Oh
deleted
yeah,
the
this is wow. You're a quick learner. This is the Google
yeah.
Meet.
Oh yeah, no, I've done this before. Yeah, deleted Zoom link, added Google
Have you
Meet.
tried Google Meet
Yeah,
before?
yeah, a couple times. Yeah, a couple times. I just didn't know if there was a recording feature and if there was a time limit. So we'll
There's
see. But
no, I'm no, there's no time limit, but I don't know whether it can record or not.
okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out. If anything, we can just use like a screen record. I'm sure we can like Frankenstein like something together. But yeah, yeah, I did Google Meet link instead. So I'll just set this. Cool. So yeah.
Awesome, awesome. I
Cool.
mean now, I mean you can join the Google meeting now and to see whether we
Oh
can
yeah.
record.
Yeah. Do you want to try it? We'll hop off this and then try it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool. All right. I'll see you in a bit.